Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Assalamu alaikum, peace and love, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Catch a Vibe. It's actually our 30th episode. Yesterday's episode with Kamal Msallam was incredible. He's an amazing musician, somebody who's been doing it for 25 plus years, and very, very talented. He had the pleasure to share the stage with people like Yo-Yo Ma, Sting, and many others. So it was really incredible. And obviously you can find that episode and all the other episodes on YouTube and streaming platforms. Before I introduce today's guest, I just want to say that having these guys and these artists come on the show has been some sort of a rejuvenation for me, because every single episode is different. Every single episode has a different artist, different energies, different backgrorounds, and it's such a, I want to say thank you to Pulse 95 Radio and of course the Sharjah Broadcast Authority for giving me this platform. And man, oh man, today's guest, ladies and gentlemen, for me, first of all, she's really young, and with that, you might think that inspiration and her, like, she inspires a lot of people. I'm one of them. I'm one of those people that this artist and this human being inspires me despite of her young age. So that's one. Number two, her passion and hunger for what she does is incredible. She's an amazing artist, a music producer. She's a sound engineer, a songwriter, but most importantly, she's an incredible human being that again inspires. And I have this old Bedouin saying that says, a human being with no impact has no life. And this is where obviously our guest comes in today. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. And she's visiting the UAE currently. In the moment, we had the pleasure of having her, the one, the only,
Yo.
Little G Fresh. We're gonna say hi.
Yo, what's good, everyone?
How are you?
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. Definitely a dream come true. Shout out to Big Hass because you're truly an inspiration, fam. For
Bless
real.
you, bless you, bless you, my sister. Incredible. Little G, thank you so much for coming through on Pulse 95 Radio. You're on the radio in the UAE right here. First of all, I want to know from you, and I know that you started getting into music at the age of 11, but what was it about music that attracted Little G Fresh? Like, why music?
I think because, starting from a young age, I've always been creative. Like, I always, just wanted to, when I was a kid, I played with Legos, right? I build a lot of Legos and all that. So I always, had a creative, artistic mind. And music has always been around me from the very beginning. From, my parents playing music in the car, my brothers, with me hanging out, my siblings. And, I just had that opportunity to just, I'm always listening to it. Why not just have fun with it and actually start,
I think that's really cool. Do you remember the first time I know that Eminem inspires you a lot.
Yeah.
And obviously as a hip hop artist, there's a lot of rappers out there, but for you, who was it? Only Eminem who really?
Yeah, because I remember so there was no Spotify, iTunes back in the day. Obviously there was YouTube. But I remember having in the house, there was a demo CD of Eminem, and it was a record, but only a demo. It only had 2 tracks on it.
Wow.
And so I would just listen to that a lot. And obviously my brothers are playing Eminem. Obviously there's a lot of other artists and rappers out there that inspired me, but I think Eminem had that true that's the one that I really enjoyed listening to. And then because I would always freestyle on his beat, yeah, for sure.
That's cool. I mean, you're mashallah 20 now.
Yes, 20.
20, man. Looking back when you were 11 and trying out, how do you see yourself? And you dropped a lot of music that we're going to talk about, of course, but how do you see the evolution of Little G Fresh?
I just always kept it, I just always kept being myself, because it was never I'm trying to be famous. I'm trying to, no, I really just enjoyed it. When I was 11, I wasn't thinking about being a pop star on big stages and all that. That wasn't on my mind. What was on my mind was the love of the art of hip hop, the lyrics that I get to I could really spit some lyrics onto a beat and make it sound good, and then like my family applauding me, and then we're all having fun, and it's just like, and then from there on, you just keep practicing, keep going, and actually like committing myself to it, to this career, or to this goal of mine and passion. So that's how it develops.
100%. Little G Fresh. How did the name come about?
Yeah, so basically, and I was 11 in the year 2014.
Yeah.
So that's when I started. And so my first name is Georgiana.
Yes.
Gianna for short. So that's where the G comes from.
What up, Gianna?
Yes. And, you hear like Lil a lot in rappers' names.
Correct.
But I wanted to switch it up with Little, like it's literally spelled out Little G.
Nice.
And obviously like Fresh, like it just came to be. And I made up the name that day, like that year, like it has stuck with me since. I opened up my YouTube channel under that account. And boom, I'm Little G Fresh.
And that's amazing. Big round of applause right here for Little G Fresh. Speaking of YouTube, was it 2014?
2014.
Do you remember the first time you kind of like when you opened and you decided to get into that? Were you nervous? Like take me back.
So I wasn't nervous. Here's why. So my brother, obviously I'm the youngest of the family. And so my brother was also a YouTuber at the time. So he actually does full-time YouTube.
Bless.
And so like I always, looked up to him while he's, making content. Like he does animations and stuff. So he'll make animation videos.
Shout out to him.
And so I kind of like got that inspiration from him. Like, oh, if he's doing YouTube, I could do it too, And so like he'll animate the thumbnails for me like back in the day. And obviously like he always helps me to this day. But it's just like, yeah, I mean, it was just confidence. Like it was already around me, so I was comfortable and used to it.
Okay. We're gonna take a very, very short break, but let's say you're the radio host right now.
Yes.
And you have the ability to play any record for Little G Fresh on the radio. What would it be and why?
Okay, you're putting me on the spot right now.
Yes, you can choose any record. Mashallah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about her records. She's incredible. She's very consistent, very hungry. But let's say you have the opportunity to play any record. What would it be?
Okay, I have two just randomly come off the top of my head, like no thinking.
Yalla.
So I have one. For some reason, DJ Khaled, God Did. That's the first one. The second one, I'm going with Big Time Rush. Is not hip hop.
Oh.
Big Time Rush, The City Is Ours. I think like it's pop music, but like I absolutely love them. So,
oh man,
yeah.
both are good. But let's say you want to choose one right now. Which one would you be?
I'm gonna go with Big Time Rush because
Okay, we're gonna go with that one, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be right back. Keep it locked. Do not go anywhere. It's Little G Fresh in the building. She is only 20 years old. Obviously, we're gonna talk about her background. We're gonna talk about her more about her inspirations as songwriting and how she obviously started releasing these amazing, incredible records. Keep it locked. It's Pulse 95 Radio.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pulse 95 Radio, episode number 30. We are with Little G Fresh. Little G Fresh. First of all, welcome to the UAE.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, it's not obviously your first visit. Is it your second or third now? Third visit. Yes, third visit. So before we get into that, I want to obviously you're in Ohio. Come from a Lebanese background.
Yes.
I want to know from you, what role did that play? Because I know that earlier this year you went to Lebanon.
Yes.
For the first time.
For the first time.
Oh.
Ever.
So first question is, what role does your background play in the music? And there's a lot of questions here. Shout out to your family. I want to shout out your family for showing you support the real way. So the question is, in what way does the fact that you are, originally Lebanese play, if any, in the music? I
think for me it plays a big role because, this is my identity. Like being Lebanese, I mean, and cultural wise, especially in the family, like I want to keep that true to my music too. And like, although I can't speak Arabic, like I didn't learn it because growing up, my first language is English.
Yes.
Growing up in America, in Ohio, Obviously, like my parents speak Arabic around the house, and I can understand them. But for me, speaking it is not the best.
Bless you.
So, like sometimes when it comes like with my music, I make sure to like incorporate, maybe some Arabic instrumentals to it,
Sample it.
and collaborate with even other Arab artists too.
Yeah.
Like and staying true to the community and just staying close because it's important. It's like feels like home to me because it is.
I love that you said that. The staying close thing I think is really, really important. Tell me about that trip to Lebanon and how was it emotional? Like, take
my
me
goodness.
through it.
First of all, never been to Lebanon until this year. So, I never had the opportunity to fly until now. And it's just amazing. Lebanon is beautiful. Like,
Where'd you go?
I went literally, since it was my first time, I went to every tourist destination you could think of, but I did stay in Batroun.
Yeah?
My family, my father's side is from Tannurin.
Okay.
My mother's side is from Barsa.
Okay.
And yeah, I just went to every city, like from Tripoli to Tannurin to
wow.
Batroun, Beirut, even down to Kana. Like I wanted to visit everything, and because I just wanted to have the whole experience.
I mean, this is beautiful to hear. Obviously, you're in America all your life, and
Yeah.
you visit your homeland, and it's one of those. What did you feel when you landed in Lebanon? Like, what was the feeling?
First of all, I was like, wow, like I'm actually here right now. Because I never,
Yeah.
I would imagine, because like I've never been there until now. So like all my life I was like, when am I, like it's always been a goal of mine. Like I want to see Lebanon, I want to see Lebanon. Obviously like growing, like I'm supposed to be in school technically. I graduated early, but I'm at my age, I'm supposed to be in school right now and doing stuff like that. But being able, having that chance and like,
Yeah.
beautiful, like
Man.
seeing the plane land and there's mountains and in front of you, like insane, like it's,
Wow. Did that trip inspire you to like obviously produce more?
yes, that trip inspired me to do a lot more, because like I obviously want to go back and just experience that culture, because like in America it's easy to lose yourself from that culture, from your own culture. It's easy to get lost in just like regular American society. Not that it's like wrong, but like I want to stay close to being Lebanese.
Wow.
It's important to me, and it's special. And even for every human being, like whoever you are, your background, your ethnicity, your nationality, it's important and it's part of your identity. So like it's always good to incorporate that into my music, and I try to do that as much as possible.
Man.
And definitely with the beats I produce, every song I try to mix it in a little bit.
Man, okay, another round of applause. She's dropping gems, ladies and gentlemen. Little G Fresh. Wow. Okay, before we hear you spit for us, spit, by the way, for you guys, it's a rap term for like rapping. Your writing process. Little G, I just want to say that you have such speaking about culture, speaking about authenticity, you have such an honest and raw and very authentic way of writing.
Thank you.
I love it. It just really enters, our hearts. Take me through the process of your writing, Little G.
Yeah, so I write all of my songs, all original. And basically, so for me, I don't just sit down on a pen and paper or even just like typing up my lyrics. I like to, just go in my home studio, which is basically my bedroom corner.
Yeah.
Got my home studio, and I literally just play the beat a lot. And I will like freestyle a lot, like try to freestyle the flow, freestyle the melody. And then once I get that flow and melody first, then I'll start incorporating the lyrics. But honestly, all of the lyrics that, I write really just are true, like come from the heart. Like I don't like saying random stuff. Like with every song, I want to make sure there's a message behind it, or at least a relation, like someone could relate to this as much that I relate to this. And so, yeah, it's all comes naturally, and every time is different. But
So with you, it's more like you hear the beat first?
Yeah.
You got to hear the beat.
I hear the beat, but I produce my beats, so I gotta.
Yeah.
So like, I'll when I'm finishing up, like just produce, like even producing beats, I'm not like going like, all right, I'm gonna make a beat with this specific genre,
Yeah.
with this specific melody. No, like I'm literally just like playing around and having fun, and like something random could come up, and then it could be like the best beat ever, and then like boom, I'll just try to flow with the beat. But usually it's beat first, then lyrics.
Amazing. All right. What about we put you on the spot and hear something?
Let's go. Yeah.
Like, with rappers, ladies and gentlemen, it's with specifically with Little G, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of hunger, and you will hear it right now. This is obviously her spitting live, rapping live. A true soul, seriously. And what you said right now means a lot. What you said earlier about sticking, to your culture. We'll talk about that more. But what is this? What are you gonna spit for us?
So this song is called "The Battle." It is my most recent. But yeah, like it's The Battle. So like I'm ready whenever you are, Big Haas.
I am ready.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Little G Fresh, Pulse 95 Radio. Let's catch a vibe. Let's go.
Yeah. Look. This is a battle, we coming ready. Break through the wall, can't tear me to shreds. Whenever it's scary, I know that you're near me. Moments like these lead us to repent. In an ice cold world with the heat on, all of those lies that you feed off. That fantasy that you dream of. What happened to them music put the beat on? Everybody's just playing a trick. This ain't a game, I can see your lies in the bliss. You could act like a sheep, but you're a wolf in the mix. I got the shepherd on my side, so you know I can't miss. Ayy, just listen. Everybody all about the business. Ain't nobody gonna love you like a family now, cause it's all about money and richness. Feel the conviction, all this delusion and tripping. We gotta ask for forgiveness. It's time to get rich in God's mercy. He's worthy and pray as a weapon. You know that it's finished. Walk away from the damage done. Yo, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. This is a battle. We coming ready. Break through the wall, can't tear me to shreds. Whenever it's scary, I know that you're near me. Moments like these lead us to repent. And if I break again, no, it ain't the end. I'ma stand tall, put my ego to the floor. Walk through the door, no need to pretend. Yeah. Ayy. Just listen, I start to feel the conviction. I'm seeking the Lord, cause I need him more. Yeah, you see the vision. Honestly, how do we keep up the honesty? So many people who lie to me, act like they love me, but what is the irony? Stick to myself, yeah, I'm doing it quietly. Wait for the heresy, no one is hearing me. Stick to the truth and I'm praising God cheerfully, cause I am fearfully, wonderfully made. Cherish the moment through every day. Yeah, just trust me, dog. Everybody really wanna trust me? Nah, ayy, just trust in God. Step on a snake and stand on the rock. There's a battle, we coming ready. Break through the wall, can't tear me to shreds. Whenever it's scary, I know that you're near me. Moments like these lead us to repent. And if I break again, no, it ain't the end. I'ma stand tall, put my ego to the floor. Walk to the door, no need to pretend. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh man. What? Little G? What? Wait. Respect.
Thank you.
That was wow. That was really dope. That was really dope. God bless you. God bless you. Before actually we go to a break, I'm gonna put you on the spot again.
Okay.
It's a bit of a tough personal question, but I wanna ask it to you anyway.
Yeah.
I noticed in your lyrics, you faith is really important to you.
Yeah.
And even if a song is not really about faith, all of it, you incorporate. There's always a feel, even if it's a bar, even the way. Look, this is crazy. I never told you this. Even the way you say it, it has nothing to do maybe with it, but the way you say it is it's a bit weird. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is it about faith that has Little G Fresh at this young age, living in America, has this kind of closeness and to faith? What is it? Is it background? Is it the family? Like, because I really salute you for something like that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, like God is important, and like for me, I think as human beings we need God, and whatever I write in my lyrics, I reflect, like whatever I live in my life, I want to reflect in my lyrics. So if my personal life is full of faith and all that, then I wanna stick to that, because I don't want to be like, this is my faith and I'm living this, but then on the music I'm like talking about something that's just not me. So like I just want to be 100% transparent in my music, that what's true to me in my real life.
Man, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna put the music down because it's so hard not to be a Little G Fresh fan. It's just so hard. God bless you. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot again.
Yeah.
Radio, but I want you to play one of your songs.
Okay.
Like any of your songs.
So again, this is my favorite song I've created.
Yeah.
And I'm going with Searching because it's just like everything, the whole meaning behind it. Just trying to, as you were saying, like how I incorporate faith and all that.
What a record.
It was kind of like my way of, trying to find God and find truth in the midst of chaoticness of life, because not everyone's perfect and not every day is perfect. We all go through ups, downs, mountains, valleys, and this is kind of that song where like I'm searching for answers, seeking truth, but at the end, like God was with me all the time. And so,
love that.
It's just a beautiful song to me, and I love it too.
I love it. Little G Fresh, Searching. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on Pulse 95 Radio, Sharjah's first and only English radio station. And this is Catch a Vibe, which is actually the first music-dedicated radio show we on Pulse 95 Radio. Little G Fresh, Searching. Remember the name and focus. We're going to be right back.
Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse. Pulse 95.
Welcome back to Catch a Vibe with me, Big Hass. Airs every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. Local time right here on Pulse 95 Radio. We've reached episode number 30. I want to say thank you again to everybody, to all the artists and the musicians that came through. Thank you. To everybody that's been supporting, thank you. Today, episode number 30, we are with an incredible performer, recording artist, producer, songwriter, a human being, Little G Fresh, and she is incredible. G, we spoke about obviously your writing, the rapping. I want to speak about the production because I think the production, the audio engineering, all that, the mixing and mastering, you're incredible. How do you remember the first beat you produced?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay.
So
what was that?
So it's a beat. It was for my own all of my own music.
Nice.
But it's not released.
Okay.
But I'll tell you how it all started.
Yeah.
So obviously, starting in 2014, I actually produced my first beats in 2018. So, before then I was just rapping over like online beats.
Internet beats, cool, yeah.
And, producing was one of those obstacles I could never get over, like up until that point when I produced music.
What was the spark?
Like, because I always wanted to like be original. Like, I didn't want to keep using people's beats that like I'm just like using from YouTube. Like, and so I wanted to actually have like original music, fully original, like all mine,
The devil's advocate question.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to collaborate with other producers, for example? Was there a challenge? Because where I come from, Saudi Arabia, when I say that to the rappers go like, yeah, but they ask for so much money and I don't have that money. So what was it with you?
No, so like, it started off because like obviously I'm a kid and like I couldn't buy beats. Like I just like couldn't afford the beats.
Got you, yeah.
Like back then.
Okay.
Now I am so down to work with producers.
Okay.
I just haven't like officially. I actually have collaborated on one song that was with Jack Sleeman on Virgin Radio Lebanon.
Correct.
That was one producer I worked with.
Yeah.
But like I'm so down to collaborate with producers. It's just right now I'm like just doing my own thing, and so like, when the opportunity comes,
Going back, do you remember the spark, obviously the need for you to be original? But you said you obviously started in 2014. In 2018, you produced your first beat.
Yeah.
And obviously it's out of necessity. I feel like you wanted to produce your own beats.
Yeah, I just like because like it's I felt like I had like I don't know how to put it into words, but I just wanted to.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You had
the passion for it, like
yes.
Because
it's always been a goal of mine. Because like even before 2018, I would try an attempt. It's like I really want to know how. I really wanted to I would see videos online, like people with the mini keyboards.
Yeah.
And I see those videos, and those videos always inspired me. Like I really want to do it, but I just never knew how.
What was the challenge with that?
So I don't know music theory. So I don't know how to play the piano, even to this day. But I'll do it like when I'm because it's all digital right
yes,
now.
correct.
So like I could type in the codes of the keys, or I'll play it sometimes and stuff like that. But I think that's the biggest obstacle at the time, and just like knowledge of producing, it's a whole different area. It's not.
But mashallah, you are like getting. How do you see yourself getting better at it from 2018 until now, at least?
Oh, I think like every beat I make is just a progress going up, like just getting better and better. And I think I have a lot to learn, but I honestly think I'm like doing pretty well at this point.
And you see, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, I'm with Little G Fresh. She's an incredible, obviously, artist, originally Lebanese, based in America. But like, for me, what you said right now also is inspiring, because like you're not taking no for an answer. And you're like, you know what, let's try that. What about the audio engineering, the mixing and mastering? Well, you got into that as well.
Yeah, so I mean, I obviously like when recording my music, obviously, like even in 2014, like we're starting from this. I started recording songs the second, I fell in love with hip hop, so like I just wanted to go for it, and so from there on, I just kept practicing, and yeah, like I just learned the process, and it's honestly good to know as an artist and having these things like producing and audio engineering. It's a good goal.
Facts.
Like the word is slipping out of my, but it's good to have because now I could, just produce when I want to.
Correct.
And mix right away.
I love Little G. I love artists like that because I think obviously you look at people like I don't know. There's we have a couple of artists in the Arab region who produce, mix, master their record, and I think it's really important. It gives you power.
Yeah.
In a way, you're not really depending on somebody.
Yeah.
To say, hey, when is the mix gonna finish?
Yeah.
When is that? Well, your vibe.
I mean, if you know me, like I like to get things done right away. Like I remember when we collaborated on the Arab MC Cypher and stuff like that.
Man.
I sent back the recording the day after.
The next day.
So that for me, it's like a passion thing. Like I'm passionate about doing it. It's not necessarily I need to do this, even though I said I need to do this, but it's like I want to do this. Like it's like something. It's a goal of mine to be able to do like these different things, and obviously like even video production and editing my own music videos and even radio. Like I'd love to even like just do radio. Like I like new ventures and building that, kind of like a jack of all trades of doing like a little bit of everything.
Man. Wow, I just don't know. Like I'm truly inspired as always. I gotta ask you this: are you living in America?
Yeah.
And knowing that, let's just face it, specifically American hip hop right now, I think it's facing an identity. There's a lot of, a lot of people are with it, and a lot of people are with it. It's just really, how do you stay true when you said it amongst all these very difficult things, and especially the kind of rap that you do, and the kind of, obviously you come from a certain, background and culture. How do you stay real and true as you are in midst of all this kind of world?
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean,
like, what do you do?
I'm very close with my family, and my family is my biggest inspiration. The people who surround me, and like just not drowning myself into certain things that are probably not true to me, like listening to certain songs with explicit lyrics or stuff like that. Just a lot of things that that I just don't feel comfortable with. I just don't focus on those things, and I just keep my eyes focused on what is true to me. So I guess like faith, family, and just being myself in my own lane, not really like going out and about to do 10 million different things. But
no, I hear you, but between you and yourself, when the doors are closed, when Little G is thinking, do you think, oh, hey, because in a recent interview done with Revolt magazine, we asked you, what was one of the challenges? You said, like, maybe because you don't, curse in the lyrics, or you don't follow that. That's very interesting that you said that. And like, what makes you say that? Is it because the world around you is like that?
I would say, yeah, like, I mean, the world around me, there's a lot, I would say coming from me, it's pretty rare to see someone, not cussing or not listening explicit.
Yeah.
It is definitely all around us. I do think that. And, it's just, like I said, like I just stick to, honestly, I stick to myself, and I just sit with myself a lot and just think, and obviously, like...
I mean, to push more on that, because that's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's more about the will to stay true. You see, what inspires me in you is like the will. You're despite where you're living and how difficult it is, you're still fighting. And that fight is what inspires me every single day, fam. That's what I can tell you. Like, wallahi, I swear to God, it's just one of those things that are... Because it's tough, right? Femcs, right? Like, this is a big topic.
Big topic.
Big topic for everybody tuning in. Like, women in rap. Where do you see women in rap, like, generally? And we know that, unfortunately, rap has majority of men is in it. And it's unfortunate because... Even, I'll be honest with you, they have these lists in America, right? Top 50 and top whatever. they never mention like the Queen Latifahs, the MC Light. There's some incredible names,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They don't even mention. What are your thoughts on women in rap right now?
I think that honestly, it's very big right now. I see a lot more than before.
Facts.
Like I think a lot of
As a quantity, yes.
Yeah, and we're doing a good job. Like I think that it's not to me. I never saw like gender in hip hop. It's like even for me, I'm a female rapper.
Yes.
Like I never compare. Like I can never make it because so and so who's a guy is in the competition and they're just gonna pick him because he's a guy. No, like honestly, it's all for me. It's like talent, passion, and your heart and who you are as an artist. It's not like if you're a man, but like women,
Facts.
like but no, like we're killing it. Like we're doing good. And
In your opinion, obviously you're really young as well, and in your opinion, so far, from your experience, why do you think we don't have many? I know we're doing an amazing job, especially in the region right here. I think we need more, obviously, but what's the reason? Is it a cultural thing? Is it more of maybe the space itself is not safe?
I think maybe it's obviously because of it is male dominant.
Yeah.
And because it's like it feels like it could be a scary environment maybe for women,
Yeah. No, and here I want to say, sorry to interrupt you. I want to say for the brothers, it's our job to make it safe. This is, I'm talking to men. It's our job to make an environment safe so that sisters can come in and rock it as well. I'm not with the whole, it's our job to make it also as well safe.
Yeah, and maybe it's just like the fear of not being able to be on the same level. Because like you were saying, those top 50 charts, like the female rappers on those charts are not on the same level for some reason. They're not compared the same way.
Yeah, but that's terrible in my opinion. This is historians of hip hop that always like say, I'm like, what? How is Queen Latifah not mentioned?
Right.
Like with Kendrick Lamar, with J. Cole, with Tupac, with Biggie, with whoever you want to call, like all these greats, like.
And then like the female artists will be charted, but then it's
Lauryn
only
Hill, man, like come on.
Yeah, of course. And so like it's like we'll get our own chart because like we're like separated from the males. I feel like it's a bit segregated,
Is music something discussed in the family when you guys sit like with the family, like you talk about music, especially your music?
Yeah, first of all, I'm the only person in the house that does music.
Okay.
So I'm the only, I'm the first one in the family. I think from even generations back. Like I'm the first one in the family. But yeah, no, we definitely with my brothers. We like my brothers.
You dissect music and talk about it.
All the time. And music is our like biggest hobby. I think without my brothers, I wouldn't even be doing music in the first place. They're definitely inspiration around me. And always we talk about it. We listen to it. We jam out to it, even like exercising, and all that. So like...
Man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. Little G, which track of you'd like us to hear right now? We heard Searching before.
Yes.
What would you like us to play? Would you like us to play the latest?
If you want to play the latest.
No.
I was thinking of honestly playing the latest would be nice. But I was thinking Can You Relate? It's a song of mine.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying this because of now that it relates to a lot of the topics we've discussed today.
Yes.
And also it's a whole different entire vibe than Searching.
Facts.
And I want the people to hear that there is the diversity in the art that I create.
Man. We're definitely going to do that. Can You Relate? Little G Fresh. And we're going to be right back with our last segment. Ladies and gentlemen, go follow her. Little G Fresh. Incredible artist. But most importantly, she'll inspire you. And up next, I'll tell you some of the things that she's done and, online and live performances. But right now, let's listen to Can You Relate by Little G Fresh. Keep it locked.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass. Only on Pulse. Pulse 95.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Pulse 95 Radio. Big Hass, Catch a Vibe every Saturday and Sunday. We are with Little G Fresh. Brothers and sisters, she's incredible. Little G.
Yes.
We just obviously heard an amazing record by you. Can You Relate? But this one, you know this?
Can't tear me to shreds whenever it's scary. I know that you're near me.
What is
Moments
this?
like these,
This is
so
the
that's
battle.
repent. And if I break again, no one know it ain't the end. I'ma stand tall, put my ego to the floor.
I really, truly appreciate your passion and how you obviously, how you write and how you're going through life. You spoke about it early on, but you kind of finished school early.
Yes.
I mean, tell me about that, tell me about that, and your other endeavors. We
Yeah.
see you on social media. You're in NASA. Like, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so for context, I'm 20 years old now. And I actually, after 8th grade, I actually kind of skipped high school because what I was doing is college credits, taking college courses
Wow.
while being in high school, but never taking the high school classes. So I kind of skipped high school.
Where did that idea come from?
So basically, in Ohio, there's a program called College Credit Plus.
Okay.
And basically, they allow high school students to go to high school, but then also
the great
take,
ones.
Yeah, they go to high school, but also maybe like take 1 or 2 classes of college just to get some college credits for the future. But what I did was take advantage of the opportunity and literally take every single college class
Wow.
credit instead of high school.
Wow.
Not many people do this,
Yeah.
and not many people even know this, but it's it's possible.
Wow.
And so from there, I graduated high school at
Yeah.
16.
Bless you.
Went to community college. I actually majored in audio engineering. But I, instead of getting my I did get my associate's degree, by the way.
Okay.
But I wanted to finish with my bachelor's. So I couldn't finish my mixing degree because
Okay.
my mixing degree would have took a little bit longer. And I was like, I don't want to wait. I'm going to go to bachelor's. And so I did media production, graduated college at 19.
Wow.
What's even funnier, I could have graduated at 18. But I did take a semester break and the summer break. So that took a whole year off of school.
Wait.
yeah.
Big round of applause. Little G Fresh. Shout out to your family, man, your parents. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And the NASA thing, how did that work out? Like, that's incredible. We just celebrated Dr. Sultan Nayadi, who's an Emirati
Oh,
astronaut.
yeah. I know. Insane.
Coming back from being the first Arab to spacewalk. But tell me about that and how exciting it is for you to be like in NASA.
I know. It's amazing. And so basically, right when I graduated college, I applied for a NASA internship. Never in a million years would I think I'd ever get it. Ever.
Wow.
Like, it was the last thing on my mind. But you know how, like, when you dream and you just click that button, I'm just going to apply and see what comes out of it. And, thankfully, I got through.
Yo, that day that you got accepted, or like you got in.
I was... for me, I would never think, because NASA seems like a million, like, not even talking space-wise, it feels like a million miles away from me, like just the topic of, being a part of NASA. But, I got in the internship, and it was literally the internship of my dreams because of what I was doing there. Media production, doing creative work, making videos, interviewing real scientists, and making educational content about NASA missions in different divisions of NASA. And,
No, sorry. If I may say, they picked the right person because I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes, because you said that it's work internally, right?
Yeah.
And for it to be done in a nice way, you need somebody that's also like, cool as you as well, and also understanding.
Yeah.
Did you learn, like, in order for you to do this job, did you learn like a lot of things about NASA and space, like how?
The crazy thing, I applied to NASA. I knew nothing about NASA.
Wow.
Really. Honestly, like, none of the missions.
Yeah.
Like, you know NASA because they're big and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But like, really, no. And I don't have a science background. But that was the good thing about the internship is that they wanted someone who was in a creative mind.
Outside that.
They actually they didn't want a science background. They wanted a creative mind to make a creative video through the science that these scientists are speaking from. So, I mean,
what did you gain from this experience?
Like, first of all, it's one of the biggest blessings that I've ever been through is this. Meeting awesome people, having awesome mentors, and just like, just being part of the whole thing, talking to so many cool people and just learning, growing, understanding. and it's a fun ride. It's good.
Does it? Yeah, right. Speaking of rides, do you tell them that like you rap and
Yes.
okay.
They know I make music.
Okay.
And I've actually, so basically in the videos I've produced for them, all videos need a good background music.
Facts.
And
You
I had
produce the music?
Yes.
Oh.
So instead, I had fellow interns, and the fellow interns, would license music from the internet. But I came to them like, I'm gonna make my own, like if that's cool with you guys.
Respect.
And they're like, yeah, go for it. And so I produced the beats for the videos as well.
What?
Yeah.
You know what's amazing is because you said that majority of these videos are internal, so we don't get to see them as the public.
Yeah.
But respect for that.
There's a few out there,
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a lot.
Okay. As we are really reaching towards the end, what's Little G's fresh dream? What's your dream in this whole music journey?
Like I just want to, first of all, I make music to for people to relate to it. Like I want people to, I want there to be a purpose for something. I don't want it just be in vain. Like I don't want to just make something and for it to just like sit there. Like I really want if it's just one person to inspire, that's good enough for me. But like my dream, I just want to keep going in music, in this route, and just fulfill the purpose that God has given us, and it's just keep going with the flow and just inspire, be true, and take it daily, step by step.
Man, I know that you've been part of, speaking of the hunger and your passion, you've been part of like a couple of online kind of challenges. What is it? The KSI one,
Yeah, the KSI
Spitter,
one, yeah.
And a couple more, I think. Where does that hunger come from? Like, we spoke about it throughout. I guess, backtrack this. Do you ever get scared that this passion gets lost?
No, for me, like it's never been lost. I have ups and downs, like where like sometimes I'm not motivated to, make a beat or produce or record or write. Like we all have those moments where we just need a break, like
Facts.
just a few weeks, just don't think about it. But the passion is always in there. And I think it's because I didn't start making music just because I want to be famous. Because I didn't start making music because I had a goal. I started making music because I loved it. So like it wasn't like, oh, I want to be big. I want people to know me, recognize me. No, I just started because it was fun, and I think the fun is still in there. And I make sure to make sure I always have fun while doing it.
Oh man, yeah. Well, yo. I told you this before, but you make me emotional for some reason.
Bless you.
I don't know why, but you make me emotional because you go like at this young age, 20 years old, like incredible mind, ladies and gentlemen, incredible mind. Wow, I could talk to Little G Fresh for really hours. Towards the end, I definitely want to wish you all the best, fam.
Thank
You're in the UAE right now
Yes.
with the parents.
Yes.
How do you find the UAE? Like I've always, you've been here 3 times already, and every time you get astonished.
Listen, the UAE has a special place in my heart. Surprisingly, I've been to the UAE more times than I've been to Lebanon.
Oh wow, yeah.
So obviously it's honestly it's just a great culture, great community,
Yeah.
and I just love it. Everything's awesome about it. So
Being in America
yeah.
and looking at the region, right? Who do you see making noise? Like, give me names. We'll make beefs right now.
Like in America?
No, like in here.
In here?
Yeah.
Oh, like because I'm in America, who do I see
Yes,
making noise?
exactly.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is off the.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, I don't know.
It's hard. Give me the names. Give me the names that you obviously
I
like.
see a lot of Egyptian artists.
Nice.
Like Afroto, Wigs.
yeah.
I see a lot going big, but like you, because I am.
She flipped it.
Listen, no, I'm not flipping it, but like. You inspire me. Like we're not just friends. Like I'm a fan of you. Like I love
Bless.
the work that you put out, and I honestly see the impact. And the people and the artists that I'm friends with here, they all say they're super inspired by you, like
Bless.
from a personal level. Like they're all just super motivated by you, and so we all love you. Even being from living in America, you know, we out here in the UAE, and we love Big Haas.
Oh man, bless. Man, see, yeah, okay. We are in September right now. What can we expect from Little G Fresh for the next, like, until the? Do you realize that we have 3-4 months until 2023
It's
gets?
just gone. It's gone by way too.
What?
Way too quick.
Like, yeah, way too
Time
quick.
flies.
I was like, what? 3 months is done? I just realized. What do you mean? What can we expect? I mean, it's a wrong question to ask Little G. I'm sure she has preparing
Oh.
stuff. But what do we have in mind for the next 3 months?
Yeah, definitely gonna drop some new music, new singles, new songs.
Give us an exclusive if you have.
An exclusive,
no,
like
like what are you working on? Are you working on something now that can drop in the next 3 months?
I have already recorded a lot of songs that could drop literally next week, but I'm not dropping next week, but it can if I wanted to.
Oh man.
So yeah, I have a few tracks coming very soon before the end of the year, and a lot to expect. And you never know. Like I make music constantly, so today I might have a couple tracks in my unreleased library.
Bam.
But next week, you know, I might have 5. So I just keep making music. You never know.
Man, do you shock yourself, Little G, sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. I shock myself when I feel like I've completed a goal of mine, where it's like, if I'm producing a beat, right now, like I love producing beats right now. Like it's something
Yeah.
I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
Also with music, also with songwriting, but beats like is my biggest goal of just trying to get better and better at it. And so when I make like a beat that I really love, I'm like, wow, I really did that.
And look, with that, I think you are really also helping a lot of people discover themselves. Like I know you work a lot with Jara.
Yes.
You worked with Aram.
Yes.
And I think, you know, with artists like that, they need also help, and you are really giving them help, and you're growing together in a way, I feel.
Yeah, like I feel like when I'm working with other artists, it's not like a business. It's not like, all right, here's a beat, pay me, goodbye.
Yeah.
No, like I'm really trying to make real connections
Yeah, yeah.
and just building each other.
Yeah.
And so far we've been, you know, working like kind of as a team, like me and Jara.
Yeah.
And just collaborating, just trying to
Yeah.
turn the vision into fruition. So
Oh
something
man,
into
love that.
real.
I want you to look at the camera and give a message to your parents.
Shout out my family, mom and dad. I love y'all, and my siblings too. You guys are my biggest inspiration, and you helped me to be the person that I am today.
Man. Little G Fresh, ladies and gentlemen, you were our 30th guest. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for being on. Any last words you'd like to say?
I just want to
G?
say thank you, Big Haas. You
Anytime.
truly inspire me. I've known you for 3 years now?
Yeah.
A little over 3 years, maybe. I think you've met me when I was not like over the internet when I was 17. So you know you've seen me grow, and I just want to say I appreciate you,
Yeah.
and
Bless
you're
you.
one of the biggest blessings, one of the most pure humans I know. So shout out Big Haas.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, I think Little G, I have a wish at the end. I want you to never change, to be who you are like that, because it's really incredible. I salute you. I don't know if a lot of people can do what you do in terms of being in a place, in a space where it's so tough to be authentic to yourself in the right way, or in the way that you see fit. And I really, truly appreciate that.
Thank you.
Her skills, her passion, her hunger to actually write is really beautiful. Number 3, which is something a lot of people don't realize, is that hip-hop, when it first started, we're celebrating 50 years of this beautiful culture.
Yes.
When it first started, it was really like, you know, lyrical. There's a lot of lyrics based. And unfortunately, down the line, the past, I would say maybe 7-8 years or so, it kind of diverted, and there's a lot of melody to it, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. But she's one of those. They go like, oh, wow, she's actually spitting. And I miss that. Like, I just really miss that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I miss that.
Yeah.
And I relate to that. And I just wish I hear more of that. So, yeah. God bless. And, thank you so much. I wish I see you on the biggest stages, fam.
Bless you. Thank you so much. You're the best.
Oh, man.
You're the best.
We're going to end with the battle
Yes.
right here. What inspired you to write the battle real quick?
So it's kind of like everyone goes through, you know, everyone has, you know, this is also like kind of faith-based, where like we all have temptations in life, you know, sin that we deal with and stuff like that. And so it's really like a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual battle to fight. Like you were saying earlier, I'm fighting my way through like trying not to just keep myself true. And so, like, even if I fall, I'll get back up because God is with us. So,
Man.
you know, it's like that. So it's a spiritual battle. You know, we keep fighting. We never give up. And we always come out victorious.
Man. Love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Little G Fresh, you are amazing. Peace signs up.
Peace.
It's the battle. Little G Fresh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam. Thank you, Little G.
Let's go.